Hey everyone, welcome to Buick Outdoors. If you're new around here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Savage Arms Axis in 223. So to start off this review, this is one of the Savage Axis youth models. The camo pattern on the gun itself is not the original camo pattern. I took this out and I actually spray painted it myself. So if you like this camo pattern, unfortunately you're gonna need about 3 cans of different spray paint. You need black, gray, and white, and some willows in order to get this camo pattern. But this is the youth model. So the barrel is the 20-inch barrel. It's chambered in 223, and it's just a simple little bolt action with the dropout magazine. With this one here, it's one of the package deals that you can get. It comes with the Bushnell Banner 3-9x40 scope. So the rifle itself, I believe they're about $300 right now, maybe $400. And then the Bushnell Banner scope, it's like another $100, or you can buy them as a package, kind of a deal. Price point right now, I'm actually not too sure how much they are, but they're just one of the run-of-the-mill entry-level rifles. With this being the youth model, the stock here, it's slightly shorter, so your length of pull is quite a bit shorter. So when you shoulder it up, you know it's really close to you. I thought that was going to be a bit of an issue with me being a bit of a bigger guy, and I'm able to handle much larger firearms. But with this one, it's been excellent. Also, with it being the youth model, it's fairly light. I think these ones are right around 6 pounds. Also, again with the youth model, because of the length of pull is so short, it's excellent for youth and for women and smaller frame people. Just because that way when you shoulder this thing, it's nice and close. You're not trying to reach out here for the trigger like you see with a lot of kind of smaller frame people. You see them when they're pulling the trigger, their arm it's way out here, the gun's not quite shouldered properly. But with this being so short, it comes up absolutely no problem. The magazine itself, it's kind of has a plastic bottom to it. You know, it's nothing fancy, kind of plastic bottom, but on the inside it's actually metal, so it holds up very well, and they hold 4 rounds. And with this being a 223, it's an excellent rifle for people to get into shooting, or if you want another plinking round. It's also great for again, youth and for women to shoot, or if you're recoil sensitive. And with that all being said, you know, it's been a fairly good rifle for me. I've owned it for quite a few years now. I've taken coyotes with it. I actually took the biggest bear of my life with this rifle. I slightly cheated though. That bear was up in a tree, and I put the old 223 in his neck, and I don't know if that killed him, or if the fall killed him, but either way, I got the job done. With this gun, you know, it's just the plain Jane basic starter kits. You know, it comes with a blued barrel, nice and short and nice and light. It comes with a bore-sighted scope, comes with the rings and everything like that, and pretty well this is what you get out of the box. And I like to keep this thing short and sweet. So now what we'll do is we'll take her out to the range and we'll do some shooting with it, and we'll show you just how accurate this thing actually is. Alrighty, so we made her out to the range here. I got the old 223. I got 4 rounds in the detachable magazine here. What I'm going to be starting with is just some cheapo American Eagle. They're 55 grain full metal jacket boat tails, and pretty well just like a plinking round. You can hunt with these legally and all that good stuff, but they are fun to shoot. And then I also have some Hornady Superformance varmint bullets, 53 grain VMAX. So I'll take a few shots with these full metal jackets first, just to kind of see where the gun is shooting, because I haven't shot it in I don't know how long. And then we'll swap over to the Hornady Super Performance and just see how accurate they are. So anyways, I got my earplugs to put in, and then we'll get to shooting this thing. Alrighty. Click that in, got the scope up to 9. And downrange there, I got 3 targets, so I'm going to shoot the one on the left. Now looks like it's just a little bit to the right. I want to try to catch these bullets so they don't go flying all over the floor and I don't make a mess. Let's load up another one and take a shot. That one there is almost touching. The problem with this gun though is the trigger. It's very heavy. You know, most guns, it's that 2.5 pound trigger pull. This one, I bet you is closer to about 5. So you might, your accuracy might not be quite as good if you're kind of not used to harder triggers, but yeah, the gun's shooting fairly straight anyways. I'm gonna send one more here. I think if you weren't happy with this group, something wrong with you. I got all 3 pretty well touching. It's definitely, people say MOA at 1 inch. This is looking like about a 1/2 inch group. But I got one more to shoot, so let's send her. I'm incredibly happy with that. So what we'll do, this one you don't have to worry too much about the barrel warming up, especially today, where it's a fairly chilly day. And yeah, normally if your barrel starts to heat up and you shoot 4 real quick like that, your barrel gets hot and starts to open up, and then your bullet doesn't sit in the grooves quite as tight, so they get a little bit wobbly as they come out. But yeah, right now with that, it's barrel's nice and cool, and it is shooting just deadly accurate. So now what I'll load up is the Super Performance Varmint, the VMAX bullets, and we'll see just how tight of a group this one shoots. I want to kind of aim at a different spot on the target, but unfortunately there's not too many spots on that target to actually shoot. And I got 3 guns with me here today that I'm going to be shooting, so I don't want to shoot one of the other targets. I have to go all the way back down there and line her up again. Maybe with this one, because I don't have very many bullets left, I'll just load up 3 and we'll see where this one's shooting. Now what the heck, we'll shoot for the dead center, the same target, same spot that we're shooting with those other ones. And they'll either hit right where these ones are and make a 7-shot group, or it'll shoot just slightly different and we'll get a group somewhere else on the paper. Hit just dead center. think that one's just slightly right. And last one. You know, for a cheap rifle that costs you a couple $100, that comes with a short little barrel, a cheap Bushnell Banner scope. If you look at that group, now that's 7 shots. It looks like it's all within an inch. And that's 7 shots, quick recession, no breaks in between. Last time I shot this gun, I don't think I cleaned it, I just put it away. You know, like, this thing is just absolutely amazing for the price, especially. Groups like that, I would expect out of like the more expensive $1,000 to $1,500 and up rifles, but this thing, as it comes as a package, it's meant to be just a cheap little youth and women's rifle kind of a thing, but as a grown man, this is one of my favorite guns that I own, and there's the reason why. I haven't shot this in probably 3 or 4 years. Didn't touch the scope, didn't do nothing. Old ammo where the paint is off the box, and you're getting groups like that. It's you definitely can't go wrong with this little rifle. But I'm gonna pack everything up here, and we'll go back to the house, and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Well, you guys, we're back from the range here. You can see for such a cheap little rifle, you know, it actually shoots very, very well. You know, today I didn't take the time to actually sight it in. I haven't shot it in a few years, but yeah, it still works flawlessly. You know, for my overall thoughts on the rifle, for how cheap these things are, you know, I've owned it for several years. It's held up extremely well. It still has the cheap Bushnell Banner scope on it, and usually cheaper scopes like this, you don't really hear too many good things, but I mean, it still shoots, and it shoots fine. So my personal opinion, if I was going to buy just another cheapo rifle, I wouldn't hesitate to buy another Savage Access. Whether it be the regular size one or youth size one, I mean, I don't think it really matters. With this, one thing I didn't mention is the safety on this. So the safety, right here at your thumb. I don't know if you can see this or not, but underneath the scope, it's right here in the center. So it's another thing that's nice with these rifles. You know, I don't like to tinker around with the safety that's on the side. When you're up there shooting, it's nice just to be able to flicker on and off kind of thing with your thumb. When it's on, you can work the bolt. So that is a nice little feature. Usually, with cheaper stuff, and even some of the more expensive rifles, the only way you can cycle the bolt is with the safety off. So if you are the type of person that likes it when you can cycle the bolt with the safety on, all the power to you. For me, it doesn't really matter. A loaded gun is a loaded gun, and even an unloaded gun to me is still a loaded gun. I don't take any chances. So that part for me is not that big of a deal. A lot of times with these rifle reviews, I even forget to mention the safety, because to me it's either loaded or it's not. But yeah, my final thoughts on this rifle is that it's a heck of a good gun. You can't go wrong with it. Savage Arms are kind of known for their accuracy, and today I think we kind of proved it. But anyways, yeah, if you're looking for a nice little plinker to get back into it, or you're wanting to get your kid their first gun, or your wife, or whatever, really, you can't go wrong with this one. I would definitely buy it again. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, hit that like button down the bottom there. Leave me a comment or two. Tell me how your Savage Arms works out. Or if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.